Let's talk about what's happening right now because it's creating absolute chaos for the speaking and conference world. But it's also an amazing opportunity for you. With the government furloughs and staffing shortages, air traffic controllers have been stretched super thin. And right now, flights are delayed and flights are being canceled. And meeting planners, well, they are panicking because most of them have no idea if their speakers are going to be able to show up this week. And trust me, when a speaker can't make it, it throws the entire agenda into a tailspin. Here's the thing that I want to share with you today. This is one of the easiest weeks to get booked as a speaker and also save the day if you know how to position yourself the right way. And that's exactly what I want to share with you. Hey, I am Laurie-Ann Murabito, and you are listening to Be in Demand. This is the podcast that is all about how to leverage public speaking events to get positioned as the expert, monetize your message, and attract perfect fit clients. So let's start with me giving you the big picture. When flights get canceled and crews get furloughed, the speaking industry gets hit hard. Think of weather. Think of 2020. I mean, the whole conference industry got hit hard. And because most speakers try to fly in the day before, or sometimes worse, the morning of their talk, this can stress out the meeting planners. And right now, they are rewriting agendas, they're crossing their fingers so that their speakers actually can make it. And yes, they're also stressing about whether or not the attendees can even be making it. But this is where you can come in. If you are a local speaker or drivable or even be able to take a train, you can step in and become their lifeline. You can literally put on your red cape. This is one of the reasons why I always build in buffer time. Years ago, I had a speaking engagement where the weather got crazy. I was speaking in Dallas and I came in 2 days early because that's just what I do. This was a private event. There was massive weather, and flights were actually diverted to other major cities outside of Dallas. So people were rerouted to all of these different cities, had to rent cars or wait for another flight to take them to Dallas. I mean, people were delayed for hours, and they were coming in from all over the globe. I was so grateful that I had come in 2 days before. However, most speakers will fly in just 1 day before, and because I gave myself a cushion, and I always let my meeting planners know, like, they were already there. The people that were putting on this particular event, they were already at the hotel also. And they were so grateful because their keynote speaker, who they were paying to be there, myself, was already there. Now, here's the thing about meeting planners. When you are going to help them out in these stressful situations, they're going to remember you later on down the road. So keep that in mind that you really are helping people out right now. Right now, this week, today, meeting planners are not looking for celebrity speakers. No, they are actually looking for who can get here, who can show up. So your proximity, wherever you are in the country, is going to be your advantage. So if you live within driving distance, commuter rail distance, or near, even if you live near a good train station, I happen to live about 60 minutes from an Amtrak station, you've got options. Here's a strategy that I want to share with you, and it's super simple. You literally can do this the moment that you finish listening to this podcast episode. I want you to look up the closest major city near you. Find a convention center or two that are in that city, that are nearby you. So think about how far are you willing to drive? Look within that circle that you can drive. And I want you to start with what you can drive versus what you can get on a train for. And then when you look up that convention center, I want you to see what events are happening this week. I want you to look at what events are happening this coming weekend and this Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, what conferences are happening, what trade shows, what seminars, association meetings. Make a list. On the convention site, they post what events are going to be there, what organizations are coming in and the dates, and even sometimes a contact person. Now, if there is not a contact person on the convention's website, you'll at least have information about who is coming and about the event. And from that website, you can hopefully find the event director, some sort of speaking coordinator, an education chair, or even a marketing team. And that's who I want you to reach out to. I want you to let them know that you are here to help them out. So I'm even going to give you a short message that you can email them. When you email them, it's got to be short, sweet, and to the point. They are already stressed to the max, got a lot going on. So the shorter your email, the better and the more likely that it will be read. So here's what I would say, and we'll just call the event director, Mary. Hi, Mary. With the current flight delays and cancellations, I know some speakers are having trouble getting to events this week. I'm a local speaker. And you could actually put in like, I'm a local Boston speaker. I'm a local, whatever your city is. I'm a local speaker, just yay many minutes away. And you get to fill in however long it will take you to get there. And if you find yourself in a pinch or need a last minute replacement, I'm available. My topic is, and share with them the topic. Here's a link to my speaker page if you want to take a quick look. That email is short, it's simple, it's professional, it's helpful, and you're not pitching, you are solving a problem that they are having this week. Hey, have you heard about my limited series podcast, which is called Public Speaking Monetization Tips? This is a total of 18 episodes from beginning to end. Think of it as an audio course, and it is a separate podcast to this one that you are listening to right now. So search for Public Speaking Monetization Tips and listen to it like an audio course. So enjoy. Back to the episode. Now, meeting planners are going to remember you. They may not respond to you, and don't expect them to respond to you unless they need you. But later on down the road, when this is all sorted out and you pitch them again, they're going to remember you. And especially if they ended up calling on you and saying, hey, yeah, we really need somebody, they will remember that you helped them out this week when they needed help the most. They're going to remember that you're local, you're reliable, you are smart, and you are prepared. This is what I call getting ready to be ready. These meeting planners, they will absolutely reach out to you again. And this is how long-term speaking relationships get built, get started. And this is also a great way to get brought back the next year as a paid speaker. All because you reached out during the week when everyone else is freezing. And I don't mean temperature-wise, because it is kind of cool here in New Hampshire. So if you only take one thing away from this episode, I want it to be this. Do not underestimate the power of being local, being available, and being proactive. This is a relationship business. You've heard me say that again and again and again. And right now, meeting planners really need your help. So if you try this strategy, I want you to send me a DM on LinkedIn or Instagram and tell me what happens. Let me know who you are reaching out to. I love hearing your wins, especially when you take fast action. And this is a strategy that I've been sharing with my private clients and also my private groups. And if you want more strategies like this, I want you to make sure that you subscribe to the podcast so that you never miss any of these timely episodes. Make sure you are on my email list as well. And go be that speaker who shows up, who saves a day, literally and figuratively. So I hope that this has been helpful. I want this to be a very short, sweet, to the point episode because I want you to go take action. So until next week, I want you to be in demand. Hey, before you go, do you want to learn how to turn every talk into clients and cash? Well, check out my brand new limited series podcast, Public Speaking Monetization Tips. You'll learn how to find speaking opportunities, monetize every stage, and use your voice as your most powerful marketing tool. Whether you're a coach, a consultant, or an expert, this series will help you speak smarter, not harder. Search for public speaking monetization tips on your favorite podcast app and start listening today.